Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Brock Purdy, Iowa State. Fired up for this one. Not going to lie, didn't know much, if anything, about the program, the offense, Purdy at all before this recommendation. But not going to lie, I think y'all are going to really enjoy this one. I was pleasantly surprised on a number of levels. Fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. All right, if you dig this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we put out new content, when we go live. Then there are a bunch of different ways to support the channel. So you can get over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. You can get a membership on the YouTube channel. That's when you see the little QB School logo after different subscribers' names. Changes color the longer you're a member. Very cool way, easy way to support the channel. And then if you want the most in-depth stuff available, do me a favor, hit the link at the bottom of this video description. Check out the RPO course. If you love the channel, you will love the course. Get over there, check it out, and enroll. As for now, let's dive into this one. Brock Purdy. This is a sample of what's available over on the Patreon community for the entire video, the entire game. This was a barn burner, y'all. 42-41. They took a hard L, but came back hard at the end. Had a chance to win it with the 2-point conversion. Pretty excited about this one. 5 touchdowns from Purdy. All sorts of great stuff footwork-wise. I'm excited. Let's dive into this thing. Let's get it going. So first one right out the gate, second play of the game here for Iowa State. They're going to run a naked, basically, out of empty, which I always think is fascinating. And then the decision, not great. But I just thought the design of this, they do a bunch of really interesting things offensively. And I don't mean interesting bad. I mean interesting, really interesting. Anytime you get into some sort of naked type movement out of gun, I think it's fascinating. So we're just going to get what I'm used to calling a sneak flat, or slide, whatever you want to call, coming across from the jet motion. We're going to get an over from the tight end up top. Now, decision to throw this ball, all bad. Everything bad. The corner down here to the bottom of the screen, jacking our wide receiver, also not good. This is basically, you know, what I think of as like Big 12 quarter zero. You know, I'm sure they have 8 billion different calls for this, but versus empty 3-2, we're just going to get it into the flat. No, you don't like it. To the over, no. You know, and there's just, he gets popped in his face, and really fortunate not to get picked here. Footwork-wise here, just interesting how they get here. Got 2 sniffers, little quick fake, move off to the side. They got some speed on the Oklahoma defense. They missed a bunch of tackles this game, but man, you can see when he goes to throw this thing, I mean, you can't throw that over right there. Yikes. I don't know what he's thinking he's going to do, back shouldered or what, but takes a pop. So, not a great start by any means. The next one, though, 3rd and 9, very next play, he comes out and rips an out down here to the bottom of the screen to the number 2 receiver after the motion. And the timing of this thing is beautiful. The footwork is immaculate. I mean, really a number of things to be excited about here. We go, watch the motion adjustment. You see the guy go across. Sure looks like 2-man to me. Watch when he lets this thing go. 1, 2, 3. Woo! See if I can really slow it down so you guys can see exactly when he lets this thing go. Use hands come apart right there. Now wide receiver, the number 2 wide receiver. Not even close to out of that break. Out throw, accurate. Even though he doesn't catch it, can't catch it for him. That thing is a dime. Now the footwork, I talk a lot about dovetail on this channel. People always ask me what it looks like, what it does. To get lined up to throw to the left. This is what it looks like. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. You can slide, shuffle, whatever. You can see his feet are lined up to throw to the left. Look at his back foot. I mean, that thing is a thing of beauty. All his cleats in the ground, ripping it. Watch this drop one more time. He does this all game. I have no idea who's coaching quarterbacks over there or who his high school coach was, but this is perfect. You can see he gets into that shuffle. He's got a free runner coming at him. You see that color flash right on his face? Doesn't have to follow through, rip through, get the rotational, get that back hip going. Just really nice. That was the throw that kind of got me excited to start digging into this game. Even though they're down 14-0 here, and they're down a lot the majority of this game, it's a big comeback at the end. To me, another great lower half throw here. To me, this is just Y cross, a variation of Y cross, whatever it's called, the air raid play. They run it, I want to say they run it here with what I'm used to calling an inside fade. So they run a little inside fade hitch, but then we get this Y cross who gets jacked coming across. And then whether this is an in, a curl, a post curl, whatever it is, and then we get the back coming out here on a little swing. And so normally, in my opinion, the read is 1 to 2 to 3. There's a bunch of different things you can do on the front side, technically, of this wide cross read, but it's pure progression. Inside fade, cross, in, check down. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4 really fast. Whoop. And that's a big time play. This is playing quarterback on Sundays right here. Look at his lower half too. His lower half is set. Throw that in. No. Could he potentially get that in there? Not with the guy in his face. That's it. Throwing checkdowns. That's why you get 3-year progressions right here. Really nice job. Again, we're paying attention to his lower half. I love his release too. He's got a little, you know, I don't like throwing around comparisons, but to me, he's got a little Romo-ish to him with some of the arm angles, footwork. Again, look at his back foot. Doesn't have to be, you know, off-platform throw, just a nice, easy flick. And trust me, you see that big old red flash right in front of your face there with the right guard taking a quick L. Whoop. Man, really nice. Really impressed. And then there's some great scheme in this game as well. You know, I've never really taken a hard look at Iowa State. Now, they love this 0-by-4 formation. So the number 2 receiver down here to the bottom of the screen is not eligible. Oklahoma struggled to figure that out the majority of the game. They run what I'm used to calling a swap release here by technically the 3 and the 4. So I'll let it play once, and then I'll talk about the scheme read. But man, they scheme some people open in this game. There it is, really nice job. Doesn't make the catch per se, but the scheme is really something cool. So again, 0-by-4. What does that mean? That means that there's nobody eligible up here. So this guy, this number 2 receiver right here, he's on the line of scrimmage, is ineligible. So he cannot go down the field. Sometimes they'll run him on bubbles or something, but they can't throw him the ball. What we get going here is really they're really just running almost like a post, or almost what it would be like on a 4-by-1 or a 3-by-1 4 verts. So he's going to come up here and try to get to this area of the field, and then we're going to swap this seam right here. And the thing about it is this guy comes in here and he ends up getting jacked with what I think should be a penalty from the safety, and is not able to get into that middle field player to hold him because we don't have anybody eligible over here. So this DB coached up well, he's going to come hunting if his guy doesn't come out or he doesn't have a green dog trigger. So here, he's jacked right here and is not able to hold off that middle field player. So then he's able to late recover to the swap seam. So lots of moving parts, cool design, little trick 'em up. You can see that middle field player comes over and makes the play. One more time. Switch release, jacked, boom. Just a touch late, I would say. But man, beautiful, really cool scheme there. And they have a bunch of these schemes. Footwork-wise, again, love the fact that his base, all his cleats in the ground. I mean, again, nothing toesy about that back foot at all. Right there. Whew. You can see 10 there with the collision on that number 3 receiver 8. Boom. Otherwise, he runs and gets that middle field player. Really cool. And they probably had 5 of them schemed up plays in this game. I probably only put in 2 or 3 into this video. Again, got that double wing, empty 3-by-2. Beautiful scheme here. Again, a little split flow, inside zone play action. And we're going to pop that tight end sniffer down here to the bottom of the screen wide open. Whoop. Now, this is what happens when you want to get exotic on defense. You want to hit them with a corner blitz out of a 3-by-2 empty. Watch what happens. They don't have enough dudes at safety up top. So I can't tell you who blows it down here, but someone blows it down here on the number 2 vertical, because you can tell, again, the action here. We're going to split flow this thing, inside zone, play action. I'm guessing this guy goes outside. The ball ends up going right to this seam. Okay, when this corner blitzes and this safety gets over the top, someone needs to account for number 2 vertical. Whether it's here, it's probably not here because he's going with this tight end right here. They're linked up. You can see here he's going to be linked up right here with the split flow. Again, another reason why you love split flow versus these quarters teams. Again, lots of moving parts. Someone's got the number 2 vertical to the boundary. They're not going to ask that guy to do a 2-on-1 like that. Probably the mic. Whoo! That looks pretty good, though. I like that. I like those kind of touchdowns. Those are yes, pleases. One more time. It's that Big 12 quarters life. Get exotic with the formations. Again, watch the split flow action from the sniffer on our right, the offensive left. Come across, 25 will go with him. There it is. 10, poor 10 down here has got no chance. 2-on-1. Walk in. Big celebration. They got some tight ends at Iowa State. 3rd and 10. We're going to motion to 3-by-1. All the way out. Now this is just a massive, to me, this is what I say, 3rd and 10. He's going to throw a comeback to this guy at the bottom of the screen. Now, I don't love comebacks versus 2-man, what I'm going to call 2-man. But let's talk about the throw before we talk about the scheme. So, again, motion him across. Everybody in the stadium knows it's man-to-man, some variation of man. Comes up, double press. You can make the argument that you probably don't want to be in double press in that situation, but for another day. Watch when he lets this ball go. Now, he takes 5 and an extra hop back. I don't love the hop back, but when he lets this thing go right there, he's already separated. The receiver down here to the bottom of the screen on the 0 is at the 49, 48. He's going to get all the way past the 45. That ball is in the air. Ball's in the air. To the field. Wide college hashes. Guy gets grabbed. Penalty. First down. So again, incompletion, but they're not only grabbing him, it's the timing, the anticipation of the throw that makes the penalty called. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, the little hitchback, the little Patrick Mahomes hitchback. Probably don't want to coach up or make a habit, but man, he gets away with it right here, and it's because of his lower half. Let's go back one more time and just talk about what most teams do versus 2-man here. If you're going to have comebacks, especially in the league, comebacks-wise, usually convert to what I'm used to calling circuses. They're called a bunch of different things, either flat 7s or circuses. So normally, if you have a comeback like this, not a great route versus 2-man, because this guy's going to be inside, trailing you, just waiting for you to come out of an outbreaking route because he knows he's got help over the top. But if you get what I'm used to calling a flat 7 or a circus, you're going to burst in, get up to about 15, and then come out flat versus man. That route I like a lot better because it disorients him with an inside burst release. You still get him inside, trailing, but now you have more space as opposed to that comeback to lay that thing out there. So just a different type of throw, little, detailed adjustments versus certain teams, but that's not a rare adjustment. That's a pretty common adjustment with comebacks versus 2-man. But man, the anticipation with this throw, was a thing of beauty. I loved it. He had more anticipation than I can remember watching just about any other college quarterback. Again, the drop here, I don't think you want to make as a habit. 5 and a drift, 5 and a hop back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then that little hop back. I think he gets himself a little bit of trouble. Right guard's trying to push him by there. Just that bounce back right there. But again, look at his back foot. I mean, all his cleats in the ground. Doesn't have to get through the throw. Flicks it out there. Just great rotational force. Love it. So 2nd and 10, we got another amazing scheme. This is a fun RPO. We're going to get the jet motion. Little pop pass. Whoop. Boom. Wait till you see the anticipation on this from the back end. My goodness. Again, just the design here. I can't tell you exactly who they're reading. I mean, they have 3 guys play the jet sweep here. So it's hard to know who they're reading. But I mean, it's really a thing of beauty. This has got a little DTR Chip Kelly to me. So again, fake this jet sweep. We're going way out here. We're running back this way. So you get that crossing action, and then you get this widen pop pass. But, are they reading first level? Are they reading second level? Are they reading third level? All 3 of these cats go to the jet sweep. It doesn't get easier than that. It doesn't get better scheme than that. Watch this thing. Whoop. Boom. Now, the only thing that's better than the scheme is the throw and the anticipation. This thing from the back end is really impressive. Watch when he lets this thing go. Again, lots of moving parts. Whoop. Look at the throw, y'all. The off platform. Watch when he lets this thing go with where 11's head is. Quick little dart. Again, all his cleats in the ground, right foot. He's throwing that thing. Look at when he's throwing this thing. The guy's not he's still widening. Head not around, head not around, head not around, head not around. Ball's halfway to him on a pop pass. I mean, I love it. This type of stuff gets me really excited about a quarterback. Accurate, anticipation, footwork, base, back foot. Again, lots of fake jet sweeps. Put this one on there because it's ridiculous timing. First of all, the drop, the dovetail. We're throwing a corner route down up top to the boundary. Now, he lets this thing go early. One more time. Fake the jet sweep, and then I'll pause it at the top. He's letting that thing go right there. He's separated. The wide receiver getting it is just off the 125 on the 20-yard line, the inside receiver. Thing is in the air, halfway, he still doesn't have his head around. Strike. And the penalty, defensive holding. Yes, please. Again, the anticipation is it's beyond impressive on a number of different levels against a good team. Now, what am I going to talk about that makes me even more excited than the anticipation? And the anticipation is nice. Look at the drop. I mean, are you serious? That is, what I consider textbook. Dovetail to the left, lined up, ready to go. Back foot in the ground, no hitch, anticipation. I'm going to let it go back one more time and just enjoy it and just be quiet because I didn't know that this existed at this level. So good. So good. Another one now. Now we're in the fourth quarter, down by 14. He's going to throw a corner on what I'm used to calling a little waggle or boot down here to the bottom. Again, anticipation. On the move this time. Now we're on the run, y'all. So we're going to fake boot out this way. Watch when he lets this thing go. He's throwing in the corner to the number. He's right there, the guy on the hash to hash there. The wide receiver's not out of it yet on the corner. And this thing is in the bucket. Beats double coverage, essentially. One more time. Tight end's motion the cross. He's going to seal the edge. We're going to pull the backside guard. A little same side action. Just a little smash route, arrow. Dime. That's a strike on the move. So he's doing it from the pocket, on the move. Watch this throw from this angle. It's even more impressive. He comes across. We seal the edge, the left defensive end. Get outside. He's getting popped too. The guy's running clean on him. He throws it right there. Look at the wide receiver down here to the very bottom corner. Watch this thing. He's on the ground. He doesn't even get to see it. Hand it to him. What a play. One of my favorite plays of the game. And there were a lot of favorite plays in this game. This was one of my favorite games I've seen in a long time. Next up, we've got a 0. Geez, how about this formation? 0 by 3? 0 by 4, you can make the argument. I guess the number 3 receivers on the line of scrimmage, they're going to say, with the fake bubble. Hard to tell. Again, this is the offense kind of living on the edge here. I can't tell you who's on and who's off here. So you have to have 7 people on the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he's on and he's off. If he's the inside wide receiver and he's on, he cannot go downfield. So again, we're going to fake the bubble here. Can't throw it to him unless it's a lateral. And we're going to come up here. Helps when the DB falls. But again, you have all this space on the backside. Because these guys have to come up here. They're all thinking run, exotic formation. Again, really cool design. We're scheming people open. And of course, guys are falling. But hard to tell who's eligible, who's not eligible there. How about the footwork, though? Think he's lined up to throw it to the left? Wide open. Obviously, the guy fell. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. Love these fake screens. Again. Whew. Guys coming at him. Still got to throw it and catch it. Loved it. Nice job. 3rd and 13. Down. What's the score here? This is it. We're winding down here to the very end of the game here, and they make a great comeback. We are down 7. Less than 2 minutes, 3rd and 13. So you got 2 downs here. This almost looks like a variation of cross again. He takes off. He's got a little wiggle in the open space. That's a first down, even in 2-hand touch. Now, Oklahoma misses some tackles in this game, for sure. But this was a nice one, I thought. Nice little open field move, worth putting on there. I wouldn't say he's a dynamic runner, but he's definitely got a little bit of wiggle, and they run him a little bit. Maybe too much, but nice one right there. So now we're 3rd and 13, inside the red area. How much time we got left? This is like, now we're in like 30 seconds left in the game here. Take it back. 31 seconds, down 7, 3rd and 13. Check this formation. A 1x4 with really a double wing. So they're going to, what I'm used to calling a double ring. Really, this is just bunch. Okay, we got 3 guys tight like this, just a variation of bunch, but now they're just lining up 1 and then 2 off. Or bunch is usually a bit more of a pyramid with a point man. Right here, tight end, running back, he's going to take a 1-step. And all we're going to do is run 4 verticals. FIB, you know me, right there. So you got a 1-on-1 if you love it. Otherwise, we got 4 verticals, formation into the boundary. Touchdown, right here, 1-on-1. Again, really cool scheme-wise. Formation and people. But again, giving our guy a chance. Big tight end, chance to win the game. Go get it, someone at your feet. There it is. Really cool. I mean, this is game winner stuff right here. 3rd and 13. 2-3. Got guys running at his feet. Give your guy a chance. Big tight end. Go make a play in the end zone. Love it. That is a massive play. Really cool. Again, check this formation out here. 3 tight ends to our left. They're trying to sort it out. Got someone at your knees playing quarterback. That's not a fun place. Again, back foot, all his cleats in the ground. Nice touch. Give our guy a chance. Go be a hero. All right, so now let's do a 2-point for the win. Woo! 2-point for the win. Love it. What are you going to do? What are you going to call? We're going to try what I'm going to say is some variation of double stick up top. Flat. The back is in the flat. He does a great job bailing because they got some pressure issues. He's going to be sick to his stomach when he sees this film and realizes that he had the tight end here on the massive winner. Now, again, easy with the clicker. We're going to get like a loop here. It looks like this is supposed to be like an out here. Trying to get a flat or a rub. You know, you could just as easily be in here trying to get a rub. But again, it's usually 1 to the flat, 2 to the stickish thing, 3 to the loop or the other stick. So whether that's double stick or stick with a loop, whatever it is, and then on the backside there's usually a slop or a slant option where you can come out if you don't get it. So they had a chance here. They really did. A tight end is wide open. He just rushes it just a little. You know, it's kind of a bummer that I thought he played a great game except for really the first throw and the last throw. Again, bailing. Where are you supposed to go with the ball here? You know, you'd love to get a rub. If that wide receiver up top would just come another step to get that outside edge player, they get that rub to the corner, don't get it. He just kind of throws up a prayer to that number 2. So really he goes 1 to 2, and if he would have got to 3, I think they win the game. Watch the tight end over the ball. Oh. Again, from the back end, they do a nice job here. I'll talk about the pass pro after we watch the tight end one time. You can see 88. I mean, 88 had a day. They've got some dudes that play tight end at Iowa State. Boom. Oh, sick. But as far as the pass pro here, this is a classic, what I'm used to calling a 5-0 beater. So again, we talk a lot about different pass protections, and you basically only have a handful of choices when your 5 offensive linemen are the only 5 guys blocking. So our 5 need to make a decision. What are we going to do? Normally, whenever the center is covered, you're going to get what's called a 5-0 call that I've talked about many times in this. And that means that the 5 offensive linemen are going to go to the 5 most dangerous, which is usually those 5. So boom, 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 boom. Again, now that causes issues when we talk about core rules of pass pro. No free runners through the A and the B gaps, ever. So what does that mean? That means that these guys have to squeeze. If they get runners, they have to communicate it. It's a lot harder from depth. If he comes from depth, it's usually on the quarterback. But they do a really nice job here of running just a four-man, basically, beater here. That I'm used to saying. These guys are peeling, so they're not even rushing. And we get this. They do a nice job with this nose picking the left guard, and then 23 comes right off, and the center can't come off. But Purdy does a nice job bailing away, giving himself at least a chance of a throw. It's not perfect. It's a great defensive call. Too easy. Again, frustrating if you're playing quarterback that they're only rushing 4 and you got a free runner through the A gap. But you got to know that this is a possibility if you're going to do release 5. I would say the only thing that I would say, if you get into a Sunday type mindset for playing quarterback, is if your play is out the front side and you're confused and you don't like this look, you can go, and what I mean play out the front side. If this is the front side, so we're running hitch or whatever, stick, rub, pick, we're trying to get a pick to this back right here, the wide receiver coming in, picking, coming over the ball with the loop. Everything is over here. You're going to be reading this side. So what you want to do is send the line back the other way. So here, 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 and then you have a chance to pick this type of thing up. But then you have to know that you would be negotiating anybody hot off this side. Again, it's just where you want to pick your poison, how you want to handle this. In the red area, especially 2 points, full slides are usually a good idea because you know you're going to get some sort of pressure more often than not. It's either pressure or coverage, obviously. But again, that's too easy for pass pro for me. Again, love the fact he gave his guy a chance, just sick he didn't get a chance to throw it to the tight end. But man, lots of fun, exciting film. If you guys want to see the entire game, get over to the Patreon community and check it out. But I'll tell you right now, expect more Brock Purdy on the QB School moving forward. Very exciting stuff, lots of good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.